YouTube.
Hello on YouTube. Here's my embarrassing secret.
Please tell me this.
So, like, in London, quite often you have the option of like tube or bus, yeah, and like tube takes like 20 minutes. London takes like bus takes an hour.
Yeah.
Been getting the bus as often as I can so that I can play Majora's Mask on the way home.
Good.
It's so good. It's so good. It's been ages since I played like the last Zelda game I really got into was Wind Waker on the Wii U, and it's been ages since I played like a game that's just captivated me, and it's just so like I love it. It's so charming and just so fun and just like ridiculously silly and also very dark and surreal, and it's so good. I'd love to know what our listening pals think of it because I'm really getting into it. It's really strong.
What's good about it then? What makes it so darn good?
So the time traveling thing is really interesting. So I don't know how much you know about it, Colin, but you get 3 in-game days and then the moon comes down and you have to reset the clock and you get to start again. So every time you're kind of chipping away and making more and more progress and learning kind of the procedure you have to do things in to unlock rewards and stuff. So for example, I'm trying to think of a kind of non-spoiler example. So like in the first town, you get someone drops this gem, and you can pick up this gem and give it to a like a little plant guy, and he'll give you a little deed, like a deed to a space, an area, a building. And then you go somewhere else and you can take that deed to another plant. Oh, well, I'm going to give you whatever he gives you. But like every time you get further and further and further down the chain, and then you have to reset and start again. So it's like, how quickly can you race your way through the chain and then ultimately unlock the rewards? And it's just really interesting. And the way it plays with kind of like you get this notebook thing that you can write down notes in and kind of take codes in and stuff. But it's, you know how sometimes on a game it expects you to unlock a code every time, whereas on this it's like, oh, you know the code because you've written it down, so it's fine, off you go. And it's just like, yeah, it's really good, and the graphics are really nice, and gameplay's really nice, combat's pretty strong, camera controls are a bit annoying, but nothing too horrible. Overall, I'm dead keen. I think it's really, really good.
Just looking at the Wikipedia page for it, it does sound very interesting. I mean, I've never played a Zelda game before, but I mean, the story sounds very interesting. It says here that it's set straight after Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it is. So you have kind of, you're playing as young Link, who's my boy, but you don't have all your equipment and stuff. A lot of it gets nicked at the start, but it's kind of in the same. Yeah, it's nice because Ocarina of Time is one of my like faves of all time. So it's nice to kind of be back in that world.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, has that Wii U game come out yet? The Zelda game.
No, not yet.
No, because I remember when that was showing off last year, and it looked absolutely. As I said, never played a Zelda game, but that game looks so darn sexy on Wii U. It looks so pretty. I just wanted to stare at it. You know, I just wanted to stare. It looks so pretty. So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and
it's really strong.
That's really cool that you're deliberately trying to spend more time on public transport just so you can play it. That is. You are the real heroes of handheld gaming.
Yeah, evidently I'm the coolest person you know. Let's not pretend.
Well, yeah, you are. You're so cool. You make butter turn to butter. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Can make butter turn to butter.
What does butter turn into? Milk? No.
No, butter doesn't turn into milk. Milk turns into butter.
Ah, so you're so cool. You make milk turn into butter.
Oh, Colin, little charmer, you.
I'm so charming.
Should we do some news?
Right, let's rattle through this news. Okay, so I'm going to kick things off with a news story. What have I got here? So, 3 bits of news to talk about this week. The biggest news, I would say, of the past 7 days is probably the announcement of the release date of Resident Evil Revelations 2. Woo! Now, I think I mentioned this on the podcast before, but Resident Evil, my only memories of Resident Evil was watching all the death montages on YouTube because they're quite funny. Like, the characters die in really horrific ways in those games. So I don't know what that says about me. Probably that I'm messed up in the head, I guess. But there you go. So this was announced for Vita a few months ago. It was revealed that it would be coming to everyone's favorite handheld gaming device. And we finally have a release date, and it's much nearer than we thought. You can get your hands on this. Well, we originally told summer, but then that could be whenever. You know, they say summer, that it comes out in bloody September. Who knows? Wake me up when September ends. But we've got a release date. Thanks. We've got a release date of the 18th of August for Resident Evil Revelations 2 on the PlayStation Vita, which isn't that long at all. And what makes this even more exciting is that it's going to come with so much bonus content you won't even know what to do with it. It's going to be so. For those of you who don't know, Revelations 2 is an episodic adventure, very similar to The Walking Dead by Telltale, Wolf Among Us, and all those sort of things. This release is going to include all those episodes, as well as 2 bonus episodes as well. And there's also going to be a raid mode added in as well, and some DLC. So you're getting extra episodes, raid mode, and some DLC. What more could you ask for? And this has been developed by Freema Studio. They are the ones handling the Vita port, so we are waiting to see how much of a good job they do. I know in the past, ports of big games have had their issues. I mean, I'm looking at Borderlands 2, which had a lot of technical issues. Even the Telltale games themselves had, very, very... I mean, those games have technical issues anyway, but
yeah,
it was even... Yeah. I think,
it's ambitious, isn't it?
Yeah, so I really hope that this turns out... well, I hope it's a very well put together port. I really hope it is. It's got so much content with it, and I think they did reveal a price as well. It might have been around $40, I think, or maybe a bit less than that. But it's definitely one to keep an eye on. I mean, I'm not big on anything Resident Evil, but definitely interested to give this a try. So yeah, not long to wait. 18th of August, just under 3 weeks, I think, or about 3 weeks.
And so, forgive me if you said this. It's episodic.
Episodic, yes.
Is this all of the episodes coming out at once?
It's all the episodes as well as 2 bonus episodes as well.
Cool. Okay.
And DLC and a new, well, not a new mode, but a raid mode is going to be included as well. So it's a lot of content on this. So that's very exciting.
I just thought it was worth recapping in case people missed it.
Thanks, dude.
Not because I was at my phone trying to work out what I'm doing for the next piece of news. Speaking of which,
fantastic.
What a seamless segue. Okay, I've got loads of stuff, so I'm just gonna race through it. Hey, Colin, what are you doing in winter 2016?
Well, Chris, it's a good thing you asked. I'll pencil you in.
Because I can confirm that The Legend of Legacy, which is Nippon Ichi Software RPG, is coming out to the 3DS in winter 2016 in Europe. It's coming out in North America. It comes out winter this year, and they've said this is on a little article with. This is from Nintendo Life. Sorry, I got there only. It's an article from Nintendo Life, and they're reporting that this game, which is really like it looks really promising, and there's loads of videos out there, and people have played it kind of at E3 and stuff. It comes out North America winter 2015, and then we get it, us lucky things, in winter 20. Yeah, it's. I just thought it was quite interesting.
Wow.
That
Are you still there, Chris?
it's like, oh, we're going to make this game.
Please
Oh,
tell
sweet.
you're still
Yeah, it's
there.
coming out in America this year. Oh, cool. I was coming out in Europe, but next year
So
at the end of it.
you got cut off a little bit there. You said something about you were about to say when it's coming to Europe, and then you got cut off.
Comes out winter 2016 in Europe.
Cool.
So not long to wait if you're a fan. But whilst we're doing it, let's rattle off another little thing. Hey, Colin, you know how you love a sale?
I do love a good sale.
Well, if you're in the UK and you've got eShop 3DS access, then here's some good deals for you. I'm not going to give you. I'll put a link up to all of the deals. It's the Reddit user Zofrax has put it together, but some really good ones that I think you should check out include Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which is down to £25, which is a ridiculously good price. Also, Mighty Switch Force 2 is down to £3.75. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is down to £11.99. Eterno Blade is down to $7.19. I didn't think that was a great game, but I think it's it's not bad. There's some interesting titles on here. Squid's Odyssey, never heard of, but it's down to £5, so it's worth a try. Toy Stunt Bike, £2.25. What else is good? Four Elements, never heard of, but it's down to £2.70. Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. Sounds like your type of game, Colin. £13.50, which is almost half price. We'll put the full list up on the article. And let's do one more because Colin, I love you that much. So you know how we were hit with the sad news about the death of Nintendo bigwig and all-round boss. Do you remember this?
Yes,
Was it week before last or was it last week? I can't remember.
It's a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah, week before last. Anyway, Austrian indie developer B Plus have said that up until the end of August, all the profits made from BitBoy Arcade and Puzzle Blocks on the 3DS eShop are going to be dedicated to a cancer foundation in honor of Satoru Iwata, which I thought was really really touching. So this starts July 30th. They're going to be down to €1 each, but any cent, as soon as you buy the game from now, goes straight to the Cancer Foundation. And it's by this chap called B Plus, or a lady called B Plus. And I just thought that was really touching and really sweet.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? So you should probably buy this game just so you can give a quid to charity.
Why in particular those two games?
Because they're the ones that they made.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So the guy who made them is like, I loved Iwata. I loved Iwata. I want to give something back.
Oh, that's cool. Very good. Great cause. I like things like this.
Over to you.
Over to me. Right, so I've got two bits of news. So I want to talk about a game that's been announced for Vita, which has piqued my interest, and I'm not too sure why. So, Chris, how familiar are you with handball?
Oh, I've seen handball being played once, and it was when I was in Budapest, and it was the only thing on TV. I'm not even joking.
My house in Budapest, my treasure chest. Great. I know it's very popular in a lot of European countries, and that's huge in Germany, handball. The only games I've seen played of it professionally were during the Olympics, because it was quite predominant there. It's quite a full-on, brutal, intense sport. So it's basically, I guess, a mix between hockey, basketball, and I guess just hockey and basketball, really. Like, the court looks very much like a hockey court, and the nets as well, but then it's got a basketball look to it as well, and they're all dressed like basketball players as well anyway. And they basically run around with a ball and they try and throw it in the net. So it's like basketball, but without the ring nets. They've got the big football goal nets. But anyway, that's besides the point. So handball handball 16 has been announced for PlayStation Vita, and this has been developed by Big Ben Interactive. There's also a teaser video that's been released as well. Some screenshots have also been showcased, and it really does look quite interesting. The graphics look very nice. Seems like there's a picture of a guy who's being punched by another player. That looks quite cool. But we haven't got any details of when it will be released on Vita. We just know it's going to be later this year, so that could be anything between November and December in 10 years' time. Who knows? But we wait and see how well this does. I mean, I'm always a bit worried when sports games are being made by people who aren't, like the big names in sports video games. So I'm looking at EA as a big example of this.
And also, how are they going to make it feel different enough to like a football game? Do you know what I mean? Like, how's it going to feel not just like a kind of reskinned FIFA?
Exactly. That's why I'm interested to see how it turns out, because it's it's a sport that hasn't got much limelight really anywhere in the world. Games like football, NFL, and what else? The basketball and things like that. They have these games. EA release these games every year, and they get to have a massive audience. People flock and buy them. Handball doesn't really get any sort of recognition anywhere else in the world apart from places in Europe where it's really popular. So I'm really interested to potentially give it a go and maybe even learn a bit more about the sport. So yeah, as you say, it's going to be interesting to see how, because it's, as I said, it's quite an intense and fast-paced sport really. So I just hope that the Vita can handle that sort of gameplay. You know what I mean? Like,
and make it interesting as well.
So there are a lot of images as well for this. So we'll put one image. So let's to make Chris's life easier. We'll put one image
Thanks,
on
buddy.
the article for this, and we'll also put the teaser trailer as well. But it's called Handheld, not Handheld, Handheld, Handball 16, and it should be out at some point later this year. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And that's my second article done. And back to Chris.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let's do this first. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is coming out in October, and to celebrate this, Nintendo of Europe have announced a selection of custom new 3DSs that you can buy. So there's going to be a new Nintendo 3DS XL Happy Home Designer Edition, which is kind of the new 3DS XL covered in sort of Happy Home Designer artwork. I don't think it looks that great, but I'm sure some people will love it. Also, there's going to be a new bundle of the new 3DS with faceplates and the game, and then also an NFC reader and writer pack, which will let you write data to the Amiibo cards, and also Amiibo cards, which we talked about last week on the program. We'll embed a tweet in the article, heroesofhandheld.com, and you can read more about it. As it said, it comes out on the 2nd of October. They haven't announced prices or pre-orders or anything like that, but watch this space. And whilst we're talking about 3DS cover plates, I thought it was worth mentioning this really, really cool custom Game & Watch cover plate for the new 3DS. It's a third-party one, and we haven't seen any of those before. But here's the thing, Colin.
Yeah.
It's a third-party cover plate. You stick it on your 3DS, and it works as a clock, an alarm, a timer, and a thermometer.
Oh my god!
I think that it's only $24. So what's that, like 18 quid? It's third party, so obviously if it melts your 3DS, they won't help you. But I just thought it was quite interesting. And we'll embed pictures because you need to see this. It looks really cool. And our last penultimate bit of news, even there's been some Fire Emblem DLC announced. You can see a full article on the website. We're gonna link to this really good write-up that Silicon Era have done, who are always writing really good stuff up about Fire Emblem. But the reason I wanted to mention it is because it's going to include characters from Awakening. So if you loved Awakening and you want to get your fix, then it looks like that's going to be supported by DLC within Fire Emblem Fates, which is obviously out in Japan and then comes out over here 2016. Back to you, Colin.
Wow, that is amazing, Chris. I am blown away.
Bit of a whistle-stop tour, that one, wasn't it?
That was a whistle. That's the best way to describe it. Well, I've got one more piece of news I wanted to talk about, and it's about Minecraft. Yes! We need to get back into playing Minecraft. Haven't done that in a while, Chris.
Yeah, it's been ages, isn't it?
So the latest update is now available for Vita, PS3 and PS4. It's update 1.18, and this dropped 4 days ago. So let's have a look and see what it includes. So there's quite a long list here, so I'm going to rattle through these very quickly.
Oh, that's not like you.
Yes, great. Right, so the additions are added Greek mythology mashup pack trial content, added Archaea wood, Acacia planks, Acacia fence gate, door, slab, stairs, all that crap. Dark oak wood, dark oak planks, dark oak fence gate, dark oak door, dark oak slab, dark oak stairs, and yeah, they've all been added to creative mode, so that's good. There's a few fixes as well. A crash has been fixed when approaching villages, desert temples and jungle temples. If the save that was loaded have a partial discovered village / temple in it. God, that's a bit of an awkward like crash there. How unlucky must you have to have been to have had a save with only a partially discovered village / temple in? Absolutely really unlucky.
God,
what are the chances? Fixed an issue with stacking doors, because that really was, getting me down. Fixed the oak door recipe, not giving free doors. Fixed an issue with the set day button in the host options menu. Fixed an issue stopping players removing leads from fences. Fixed minecart with TNT having no ignition animation. Fixed an issue with mobs being unable to pass through an open iron door. Fix an issue where reaching the maximum spawn limit of villagers prevents spawning baby villagers after some of the villagers die. God, that's quite a depressing one. Fixed doors being destroyed when placing them on an upper slab. Fixed an issue where players with no privileges could make tamed wolves stand up. Fixed an issue where players with no privileges could kill snow golems. Stopped players being able to destroy minecarts when can build a mine privilege is disabled. Stopped players being able to open minecart with chest, minecart with hopper, and saddlebags when can open containers privilege is disabled. 2 more, Chris. We're almost there. Fixed an issue with disabling weather cycle and saving, causing other host options to be wrongly set. And lastly, finally, fixed an issue with wolves not taking damage properly.
Oh, that's good, because I remember every time we played, I was like, for God's sake, these wolves are just not taking damage properly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad that we can stack doors. That's the highlight, really.
Great, you're trying to catch a wolf and they just won't take it properly.
I know, that really is a bit of a piss take. But the most exciting part is the fact that there's now Greek mythology in Minecraft for PlayStation Vita. So I've seen some images of some very cool, big, old, ancient Greek statues and, like gladiator helmets and things like that. So it does look pretty cool. So you can be like Russell Crowe and spin around while saying, "Are you not entertained?" Whilst
Are you not entertained?
I am. Give me a Maximus, and I will have my revenge.
Do you want my last bit of news? So we love talking about Dragon Quest on this program, and today is no different because yesterday there was this. Well, depending on when Colin releases this, there was this really nice. It was streamed live on YouTube, and it was all in Japanese with English subtitles. But about an hour in, we'll put a link up. We'll embed it, obviously, like we always do. About an hour in, they announced Dragon Quest.
Chris, yep. Go back to where you said there was a really nice, because that's where you got cut off.
Okay, I'll just restart my story.
Go on then.
So the other day, or yesterday, or today, depending on when we release this episode, there was a really nice long conference streamed through YouTube all about Dragon Quest, and they were talking about all the legacy of it and how the game's changed over time, and kind of interviews with the creators and stuff. And it was in Japanese but had English subtitles. And about an hour in, we'll embed it in the article below, they announced Dragon Quest XI coming out in Japan. It's coming out to Nintendo 3DS and PlayStation 4. It's going to work across every 3DS version. It's coming out in 2016 for 3DS and PS4. It's also going to be coming out for NX. They're saying it's under consideration. So this is exciting that it's kind of NX is being officially recognized. The director is Kishi Uchikawa even. The producer is Yosuke Sato, both of which worked on Dragon Quest X and that Nier game that we were talking about last week. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
They haven't announced whether it's going to come out overseas or not, but TBC. The 3DS version is being ported by a company called Toy Logic, who are the people who helped make Kid Icarus Uprising, which was really good. What's really, really cool about this, we'll embed a picture. Colin, you need to... I'm going to put a link in the thing so you can click it right at the top. On the 3DS versions of the game, the top screen is going to be you playing in 3D. And then the bottom screen is it represented in like a 2D top-down map.
Yeah.
So it's like the two art styles of kind of old and new Dragon Quest, and I just thought that was really kind of a really exciting idea. So more on that as it comes.
That's really cool.
There's a really, really good rundown on the 3DS subreddit by someone called Striving, and I'm going to put a link to it in the article because they put all the information together, and it looks really, really good. It's open world JRPG with a bigger focus on single player and story. You're going to be able to choose between old school 2D or 3D battling modes, and it just looks really fun. And fingers crossed we get a release over here. Square Enix, fingers crossed they make the wise decision.
Hopefully. That's cool. I do like that art style there.
It's a really good idea.
It's really cool.
Because it could have just been like character and map or something. So it's really exciting that they've gone for, they've done something interesting with the two screens.
Yeah, I like it, Chris. I like it a lot.
Good.
I like
that's the end of my stuff. The only thing that's worth saying as well, Binding of Isaac came out on new 3DS last week. If anyone's played it.
Old news.
If anyone's played it though, can you get in touch? heroesofhandheld@gmail.com, because we want to hear what you have to think about it.
You can also contact us on Twitter @Handheld Podcast. See, there's so many different ways to contact us. We'd love to hear.
Go on the website heroesofhandheld.com and click the contact box.
Yeah, that's our website. What else you can find us on iTunes. I'm going to go straight into the housekeeping, Chris. No
Yeah,
messing.
do it. You've earned it.
I've earned it. So thank you for listening to episode 101, being a bit of a rushed affair, but that's due to Chris not being able to get home quick enough because he's playing his 3DS on the bus. So I guess I can't be that pissed off at him for that. Fair plays to you, Chris. Fair travels. So thank you for listening. Find us on heroesofhandheld.com, at Handheld Podcast on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you if you'd got any thoughts on Telltale's Game of Thrones, or any thoughts on Dragon Quest, or any thoughts on Binding of Isaac on 3DS. Email us, heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We're on Stitcher as well, we're on YouTube, and now we're actually on Twitch. Didn't mention this at the beginning, but a few days ago, me and Chris did our first ever Twitch live stream, which was mega fun.
It was really good, actually. Thanks everyone who watched.
It was fun. It was Lord of the God Realm. What was it called?
Realm of the Mad God.
Realm of the Mad God. It was a lot of fun. A lot of running around stabbing things and getting killed by big butterflies. So that was fun. And we'll be doing it again soon. So why not? You can subscribe on Twitch, I guess. So just find us on Twitch and subscribe, because that'll be fun for everyone. But that is us done. I'm dropping the mic. I'm out of here, yo. Peace. Anything you'd like to say, Chris, before we go?
Work hard, play nice, don't do drugs.
All day. Oh, no.
Well, actually, you know what? Do whatever you want.
Yeah, we don't give a shit, do we? Like, thanks for listening, everybody. Look out and keep your eyes peeled to the second Heroes of Handheld montage that'll be releasing on Sunday. Enjoy it, but until next time, enjoy playing your Vita and 3DS. Bye.
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 Bye. There we go.
Right. Say goodbye to people on YouTube as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
bye,
YouTube.
bye, 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 bye.